Niggas ain't fucking with me. It's you money, I ain't shit. Yeah, I like my money real neat. Just like I like all my freaks. Yeah, you said you fucking with me. I'ma just shit my little team. She let me fuck her for free.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? Turn this down. Turn this down. Alright, this is a real quick video, hopefully. It's your boy, my shoe game tight all day, all night. Follow me on Instagram at BST Sneaker Post. Follow me on Twitter at BST Sneaker Post 1. And my other Instagram, my shoe game tight all day, all night. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. 100 subscriber giveaway coming up as soon as we reach 100 subscribers. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, dislike if you want to, it don't matter. This video is about your boy on Undisputed, Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayliss. More so Skip Bayliss, not Shannon Sharpe. Now, I'm a LeBron fan, I'm a big LeBron fan, and we know Skip Bayliss goes against LeBron a lot. Me personally, I'm just thinking he really just want to point out every flaw every time the man trip, flip, skip. You know what I'm saying? He just want to do it. You know, some people just critique people just for no damn reason, right? But this is not even about LeBron. This is about Kawhi Leonard. Now, I know he's in his feelings because he feel that Kawhi Leonard quit on his San Antonio Spurs, right? So he's already disrespecting him by calling him number 2, which ain't nothing but like some cattle type reference. I mean, this is how people can take it, man. That's why you had I forgot his name from the Trailblazers. That's why he spoke out about it. But I know Skip Bayliss says he's not racist, he's not a bigot, he has no bigotry in his heart, this, that, and the third. Okay, I get that. Let's run with that. But the way you pronounce, the way you talk about number 2, as in like he's a piece of cattle, like I said, like he's cattle, he's the sheep or part of a herd. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way people can take it, and nobody never took it there. Nobody hasn't taken it there yet, which I'm surprised. But listen, when you said today, Skip Bayliss, that number 2 owes the LA Clippers the respect of letting them know what's going on with you, right? Now, that's common courtesy. I get it. I understand it. You're in a business. You're trying to be a part of business. But at the end of the day, right, they want him to perform a service. I'm so sorry. Kawhi Leonard is an independent contractor. He's offering services. Kawhi Leonard does not owe the LA Clippers nothing. The way you take it, Skip Bayliss, which it makes my mind always go to this, it's like you saying he's property. And when we say property of a black person, like he's a slave, man. Kawhi Leonard's not a slave. Kawhi Leonard's not a piece of property. Kawhi Leonard's not a machine, even though that's his moniker, Claw. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yo, the man is offering a service. He don't owe the Clippers nothing. Because if it was like that, what about how they did, golly, he played for Carolina, played for Golden State, then he got traded to Dallas. I can't think of his name right now. But how about this? When he's in the middle of a game, play for Dallas, the dude that played for Dallas came from the College of UNC, Carolina. And in the middle of a game, In the middle of a game, Dallas traded him in the middle while he was playing. He was in his feelings. Ray Allen being traded from Milwaukee, thinking he was going to play in Milwaukee for the rest of his career. Feelings was hurt. He got to chuck it up like it's it's business. Everybody say, oh no, you know this is the business that you chose. They owe him an apology. You know what I'm saying? Shaq got traded. Charles Barkley traded. Like, come on, people. Like, if this is a business, it's a business all the way around, whether it's in favor for the player or against the player, or it's in favor of the franchise, or it's against the franchise. Like Dan Gilbert said all that nasty things about LeBron because LeBron wanted to take his own career in his hands and do him. KD, I was mad at KD, no lie, because you went to the cheat code. You are the cheat code. You made a team that was unstoppable. But hey, KD had the right to do what he wanted to do. But nobody ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? They jumped down his back. It seems like it's always prominent. I don't want to say this, but it just seems like it's a problem when a black player take control of his own career and he does what he want to do with it. Yo, it is what it is, man. And Kawhi Leonard deserves the respect of first having his name mentioned. How would you feel, Skip Bayliss? Because Stephen A. Smith had to confront Kevin Durant's mother. She came on that show and he confronted her, or she confronted him, and he, in a sense, bowed down, even though it ain't really bowing down. It's just about respect. Because at the end of the day, I think Stephen A. Smith's mother died. I'm not sure. Maybe she didn't. I don't want to put no bad luck on nobody. But if she did, Stephen A. Smith was like, yo, this is another man's mother. At the end of the day, she's doing what a mother's supposed to do, stand up for her son. So I'm going to show the respect. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, respect. So Skip Bayliss, would you dare disrespect Kawhi Leonard's mother? Kawhi Leonard's mother, if she came on Undisputed and told her, look, I don't appreciate you calling my son by number 2. When I pushed that boy out in labor and to this earth, I didn't name him number 2. I named him Kawhi Leonard. That boy got a name, Kawhi Leonard. And Skip Bayliss, would you dare tell this man, mother, well, I don't want to call him Kawhi Leonard because that guy who's a bad guy, he's a terrible guy. Oh, these are all your words. He's a terrible guy, bad guy, because he quit, or he's this, he's that. He don't deserve my respect of calling him by his name. He's just number 2 to me. Do you know, even though you might not mean it, Skip Bayliss, understand and listen to my words. Even though you might not mean it, it sounds racist. It sounds bigotry. Golly, boy. Woo! It sounds bigoted. I'm sorry. It sounds so messed up. And if Kawhi Leonard's father was still living, I really believe in my heart of hearts. And I'm not talking about on no fighting stuff. I'm not talking about on no gangster stuff. I'm not talking about nothing. But the facts. If Kawhi Leonard's father was there, he would sit there, and I believe in my heart of hearts, you would not disrespect that man's father or that man's mother and call that man number 2 while you was in their face. You can be big and bad. I'm not trying to make it on that. But at the end of the day, everything is about respect. Because at the end of the day, Skip Bayliss, you're not paid by San Antonio. You're not paid by any NBA team. You are paid by CBS just to give an opinion. So there's no reason to get in heated debates and arguments or something to where it can become disrespectful to somebody to not call them by their name. Because basically at the end of the day, you might as well call number 2 boy. Boy, that boy, that boy. You should not call him number 2. You should call him that boy. That boy. Basically at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, that's why a lot of people don't like you, or, you know what I'm saying, don't respect your opinion, which I know you don't care because you don't get paid to care about how other people feel. But at the end of the day, what you portray is a very, very degrading and disrespectful demeanor of a human being. Because at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard never did nothing to you. He might have talked about you behind your back, because anybody would, but damn, I never done nothing to you while you doing it, while you saying all these mean, derogatory things to me. But that man did nothing to you for you to say he's a bad guy, he stole, crime pays, he's terrible, he's a terrible guy. So damn, that is really, really messed up, Skip Bayless. And I know what Shannon Sharp is doing. I know Shannon, respect to you. I know you say, Skip, you got to stop saying that. I know what you're getting at, brother. I know what you're getting at. I know what you're getting at. But, yo, Skip, that ain't right. That's not right. That's not right. Is to me, you're straddling a very thin line, Skip Bayless. You're straddling a line, Skip Bayless, to the point where it's almost to the point, if you don't want to call that boy the man number 2, you just need to call him boy. Like your ancestors did when you didn't want to call a slave by their name. Hey boy, come here, boy. And it'd be a grown man. Hey boy, bring your tail over here, boy. Boy, do this, boy. Boy, do that, boy. It's a very, man, I'm telling you, man. And I know at the end of the day, probably Kawhi and all these NBA players that you tear down, they probably don't care to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, Skip, you can't beat them. You cannot beat them in basketball. I'm not talking about fighting or nothing like that. I'm just talking about pure basketball. You can't beat them in basketball. You can't beat them. So obviously they're good enough where they can beat you. So they should deserve your respect of being called by their God-given name. Because if I was in the league and somebody kept calling me by my number because they think that I quit on their team, and they hate me or they don't like me because of that, I would be on Twitter or social media every day calling you by a certain type of name. It wouldn't be no derogatory name, but I would come up with something and call you by something, because my name is my name. My mother gave me my name, my father gave me my name. It's my God-given right birth name, and I deserve to be called by my name. So you basically telling me I don't deserve to be called a human being and treated like a regular human being. But other than that, man, hey Skip, you got the sweetest job, just to talk, get paid to talk and run your mouth. One of the best jobs ever. But yeah, Skip, I think you're wrong. I think you're very wrong, man. And it's borderline hate and bigotry, man. I mean, in my eyes, when you say number 2, and then the way you went off on that man, today, I don't appreciate that, man. Other than that, it's your boy, my shoe game tight all day, all night. Follow me on Instagram at BST Sneaker Post. Follow me on Twitter at BST Sneaker Post 1, and I am out.